righty. Hello, my friends. How are you? How are you today? This is the Your Book, Your Voice coffee chat. Coffee chat. Turkey trot. When was this? Turkey trot in Sedona, Arizona. When was this? 2019, I think, is this cup. Um, I did the turkey trot. I'm just going to throw this out there. I know it has nothing to do with what I'm going to talk about today on Coffee Chat, but just to throw it out there. Did the turkey trot this last November in Sedona, Arizona. I'm thinking, man, I'm the new kid, the young kid in my age category. I got this in the bag. I finished sixth in my age category. Who are these fast old people, man? I don't know. Anyway, I am Robert A. Lane. I am an audiobook coach and producer. I am here to help you narrate a great audiobook. You, as the author, are the only person who is the most qualified to narrate your own audiobook. And on Coffee Chat today, which I keep it pretty much an open forum, and you're more than welcome to chime in, make a comment to tell me about your book. I'd love to hear about the book, whether you're a nonfiction author or a fiction author. Either way, you both can narrate your own audiobook. Absolutely. I just finished a fiction book, actually. A great story, science fiction story with time travel and pandemics and all this great stuff. Awesome story. And the author narrated it. And you know what? It was like sitting down and listening to somebody do storytelling. And that was perfect. There was no need for all these crazy characters and accents and all that. It wasn't necessary because the whole context of what was talked about in that story as a fiction book still came across tremendously well, and it was the author that narrated, not a million different voiceovers for it. You don't need it, okay? But you, as the author, are the only one who's most qualified to narrate your own audiobook. It's your story. No one can tell your story better than you, especially if it's nonfiction. But even fiction, it's something that you created up here in your brain, right? It's your story. So you're the one who needs to narrate it. Again, you can have another narrator do it, and technically they'll sound great, but here's the thing, right? There's a disconnect. There's a disconnect because that narrator, no matter how professional they sound, didn't live your experience, or there's nuances, there's subtleties, there are things that only you experience because you are the author, right? Well, those things that you experienced are only going to come out because you experienced it. And those intangibles are something that narrator is not going to be able to touch on. I give this example all the time. I had a couple of authors who've gone through my audiobook coaching program who talk about their cancer journey. And each person has an individual, unique journey of overcoming cancer. All right. Well, a narrator, if you haven't gone through that experience, number one, you can't really touch into those emotions, not like the person who went through it. And even if you did, everybody's experience is different. That's why you as the author need to narrate your own audiobook. So the topic, of course, I do want to say is narration techniques. There are a lot of great narration techniques. There's a lot of things that I teach in the Your Book, Your Voice audiobook coaching program. By the way, if you do want to find out more information, just book a call with me. All right, schedule a call with me. There's links in the description. Here on YouTube and LinkedIn, and of course on Instagram there. You can go to my profile page and click on that link as well. It's all there for you, okay? Book a call. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about your book. I want to hear about your book and your story and what you want to do with your book and why you want to have it as an audiobook. Well, number one reason is because you need to. Audiobook world is expanding and growing, and it just has been over the last several years. And more people go to audiobooks first before they go to any other format that you have your book in. So that's a reason right there. But anyway, book a call. I'll tell you more about the Your Book, Your Voice audiobook coaching program, how I walk you through it, work with you on a one-on-one basis if you sign up for the VIP program. And we get it done. It's a 12-week program. You're going to record, narrate, have your audiobook edited professionally. That's what I do. And uploaded for you in Audible, Amazon, Apple, and any other distribution platform that you want to be in. Done for you. And then you got a great audiobook and a product that is top-notch in your own voice, coming from the source, which is a great thing, leaving your legacy in your own voice, not only in written form, but now verbally, people can hear you tell your story the way it's meant to be heard. So Techniques there's a lot of great techniques that I teach in my program. But the one technique that I wanted to share with you, and it's such a simple thing, but it's something that a lot of people don't even, well, we'll just say they kind of put it to the wayside a little bit. And that's practice. Practice your narration before you hit the record button. You got to practice it. It's like with any artist, right? If you're a musician, if you want to be a great musician, a real musician, not an AI musician, because an AI and musician, those two words don't go together. Because if you're using AI to create music, you're not a musician. You're just putting prompts into a computer. That's not playing music. What are you going to do? You're going to tour? Go out, go play your music live that you can't even play an instrument with? No. All right. Anyway, another discussion for another time. But anyway, practice, right? Musicians practice, artists practice. Even if you run a business as an entrepreneur and you have a team of people, maybe even practicing speaking in front of others, right? Public speaking. You got to practice. You got to practice narrating your audiobook. That is the number one thing you have to do. So let's say you're ready to record. You're going to do, maybe you're starting your first chapter. Read it and read it out loud. Let it flow. Feel comfortable with it. Refamiliarize yourself with your book. Record yourself a little bit. Take a couple of paragraphs and do it, as if you're doing it for real. Then play it back and listen to it. Does it sound monotone? Does it sound boring? Is there no energy in it? Does it sound reedy? Well, then practice. Make it sound, more conversational. And the most important thing with all that, of course, is being your true, authentic self. You got to be your true, authentic self all the time, because your unique voice is already in your written word and you're just bringing it to life with your own voice. All right. So practice. That is the number one technique that you need to do always. And I'm guilty of that too as a musician. I'm working on my third album with my band. And, before I go into record, I better practice my parts. And sometimes, that gets pushed to the wayside. It's not that you don't mean to do it. It's just that other things come up and sometimes it is hard. Well, you got to do the hard thing. And I have to, and that's something that I need. I say this, and I have my clients, the authors who go through my program. We talk about this all the time. But again, hey, I got to practice what I preach. Same thing. So I know I need to practice. So again, it's so important. You got to practice your narration so you come off very conversationally, right? I'm going to grab my book for a second here. Let's pull open here we go, chapter. Chapter is called, this is chapter 7, by the way, in my book, which is called Lights Action You. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Audible, Amazon, and Apple, of course. I did the audiobook version of it. The chapter is called Help, I Need Somebody. Okay, so if you're going to do this chapter, you're going to read your chapter, just read it. If you're going, as kids, we pretended all the time. It was fun playing characters like cowboys or monsters or superheroes. We could be anything we wanted. All right. Very reedy, boring, no energy behind it. Again, the other thing, which is so important when you practice, is always be tapped into the core reason of why you wrote your book in the first place. Why is it so important for you to tell this story? Tap into that feeling, those intangibles, the emotion, the feeling, the energy, all of those things, sincerity, authenticity. Those are the things that make a great audiobook. So taking that into account, tapping into my core reason of why I wrote this book in the first place, now I'm going to apply that to my narration. And it's not something you have to sit there and think about and force, because if you're forcing it, it's not going to sound good. It's going to sound forced. If you're trying to sound like somebody else, I need to sound like a radio DJ person, or I need to sound like, who knows, some other narrator. No, you be you. Accent and all, if you have an accent. And of course, where you live, you don't have an accent. But if you're from another country, yeah, you do have an accent. All right. So again, if I was going to read this now with that in mind, I don't have to force it. As kids, we pretend. Let me try that again. I screwed up there. As kids, we pretended all the time. It was fun playing characters like cowboys or monsters or superheroes. We could be anything we wanted. Completely different read. It has that energy in it, the emotion in it, the intangibles. Because I am excited about that. I'm sharing this story, and that's what you're doing. You are sharing your story. So practice it. Get it to a point to where it feels good and comfortable, and you're at that level that you want to be. Then hit the record button, and then you're ready to go. All right? It's that simple. If you don't have a book as an audiobook yet, reach out to me. Go to my website at robertlanecoaching.com. Okay? There's plenty of little buttons there that say book a call. Do it. It goes to my personal calendar. You will speak with me directly. And if you enroll in the VIP program, you work with me directly. I don't send you off to some team member or some, VA virtual assistant out in the Philippines somewhere or whatever. No, you work with me. All right. I do all the editing for you. I do all the uploading for you. I teach you how to do a great narration. And if you're in the VIP program, guess what? I send you the professional equipment you need to set up your own recording space so you can record in your own home. And I don't mean cheapy stuff. I'm talking like $400 worth of gear. Good mic, good headphones, and showing you how to do it, how to set it up, what to record with, everything, so that you can narrate your audiobook on your schedule. So you're not pressured by having to go to a studio and go, oh, I'm almost out of time. I got to rush through this. Then your audiobook's not going to sound good. All right. That's why I have you set up your own recording space. But anyway, I tell you all about that when you get enrolled and when you schedule a call. I'll tell you all the details about it. So do it. Book a call. Links in the description. All right. Instagram again. Go to my profile page. Click that link. And you can always go to robertlanecoaching.com. Find out more. All right. That's really the main message I wanted to share with you is just practice, okay? Practice until it sounds natural and comfortable and authentic. And you got your energy and emotion into your narration. Don't be reedy. Don't be monotone. Because what makes a average, boring audiobook to one that's fan-freaking-tastic is when you put your you into it. Your unique personality, style, authenticity, sincerity, energy, emotion, all those things are into your audiobook narration. I'm going to toast to you, by the way, just because you're awesome and I appreciate you hanging out with me on this coffee chat. Needed that. Okay. So if there is a topic that you'd like me to discuss here on Coffee Chat, yeah, I keep this pretty open forum, but I do like bringing up a topic to share with you. Let me know. Reach out to me. You can, again, go to my website and fill out the contact page and or send your thoughts. You can also comment here either on Instagram, YouTube, or LinkedIn. All right. Okay, my friends, before I go, of course, your assignment, as always, is that when you're out and about in the world, smile at a stranger, say hello to them. Okay? You got to do that. Give them a compliment because that small gesture of kindness can make the world of difference in somebody's life. Spread some positivity, spread some love, make people feel good about themselves and good about others, because I know there's still some good people in this world. There are, but you got to be vocal about it. You got to spread love. So do that. That's your assignment. Every day do this and do it multiple times per day. Smile at a stranger, say hello to them, give them a compliment. That's how you be a good human. So be good humans. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll say so long until the next time to our LinkedIn and YouTube friends. Thank you so much.